So it actually gives me great pleasure to introduce to you, if you haven't heard of us already, and welcome to a new world where corporate volunteering actually merges with team building to form a new hybrid called Team Building with Purpose, where we help you mobilize your people for good. Like the cash line? I won't tell you who came up with it. Right. The benefit, the value for corporates, it's pretty self-explanatory, but it actually engages the staff. It leverages their skills. It actually enables to create meaning and purpose that goes beyond the work environment. And it builds a connection, an emotional connection, not just with the charity, obvious, but with each other. Because they're vulnerable in those environments. They start sharing about their experience to do with mental health or psychology or illness or the environment. They talk about the topic and it brings them closer together. It raises the level of respect and trust. It's powerful and it boosts staff morale. It works. So much so that what we've done is we've taken Patrick Lencioni's 5 dysfunctions of a team and created our own version. 5 powers of a united team. Don't you love it? Note the C next to it, just saying. Okay, so what do? We've got connection and vulnerability, gives us trust. Open debate gives healthy conflict. Emotional engagement gives commitment. Shared responsibility gives accountability. And collective action, as a group, in the corporate group, gives results. And that's why it's so powerful. And for the charities, they love it because it raises awareness about what they're doing. It educates the market. It gives connection to them, to the world. Because, for example, someone like Clean Up Australia, they just want us all to behave a little bit different in the way that we live. That's their main goal. Clean up. Every morning when I walk the dogs, I take a bag, and yes, I wear a plastic glove. It looks a bit weird, but you never know what people leave in the streets. And I clean up on my way. I never did that before. Simple. It's creating that change, igniting that passion for support, generating contributions of time and skills, financial, people take part in events and workplace giving. That's a benefit, not the main goal. And what we do is we have a relationship with the charities, which is one not of a contractor. We're partners. So they get 50% of the net profit of every single event that we do. And our 50% goes into running the business because we set it up through Liminal. It's now self-sufficient, and that's what it does. It's powerful. We're basically running a dating service. RSVP for charities, come to us. We'll introduce you to your blind date, the one you marry. That's what we're doing. It's that powerful. But what it's doing is it's engaging teams and inspiring people just to use their time different and their skills to help and make a difference in the world. We have a 4-step process. It's our secret sauce, if you like. It's very simple. We introduce them and inform them about the charity. We engage and educate them about what they do, and we have a lot of highly interactive activities to do that, to inspire and motivate them. The outputs for the corporates, as I said, is about bonding, bringing people closer together, truly authentic relationships. And for the charities, the same. But the real ripple, this is the catch, the real ripple, where it really hits, is we get them to reflect on what they've learned and actually to interpret that into their own world so that they behave differently. And that's creating change. Like the one I gave you as my example when I go walking the dogs. That's the power. We're working with a lot of major companies. Some are in this room now, okay? But we haven't hit the tipping point. And that's where you come in. Spread the word, spread the ripple. Sounds cool, spread the ripple, okay? And what we're doing, the impact, guarantee every single session is positive. The results are powerful and positive, okay? They're working, they're delivering what we seek to, and what the corporate group wants. We started in person. We launched this just before COVID. Good timing, you might say. But it taught us how to pivot online, which we did. And now we've come out of that COVID era. We've got in-person, online, and we've got the hybrid events now because not everyone is able to come to the office for one reason or another. So we've actually seen the growth of a whole new market. Fantastic. What our charity partners do is enables us to reach a wide variety of subjects from environmental concerns, community safety, resilience, mental health, positive psychology, diversity, inclusion. And through the interactive activities and the way that we run them, and we use professional facilitators who are giving their time at a low bono rate. So we pay them, and that's just to make sure they turn up, because volunteers don't always turn up. What they get, the corporate groups, you see a building of empathy, a building of connection, and also a building of commitment to each other, to the charity. And that's the power of this. But what underpins all of this is the UN SDGs. That's what's driving us. And we're very, very lucky that we are able to deliver on all 17 through our charity partners. And that's not by accident. And we will grow, we'll have more charities, but we're not going to become the telephone directory of this. It's just, you don't need that much choice. But the idea is that you come for a date and you stay for a lifetime. Every team building, you don't go away, stay. Ultimately, what we're trying to do here is actually we're trying to create a meaningful experience and relationship that lasts a lifetime. That's what we're trying to do. And with your help, we hope to do that. In addition, we guarantee upfront that not only will the charity, they get 50% of the net profit, which translates to a minimum of $500 plus GST for the smallest group. Okay, but any future income or anything they get from their relationship with these corporates, we have nothing to do with it. And I learned firsthand there's a lot of schemes out there that don't do that, and the charity don't get as much as you think they are, and I decided we're not doing that. So we decided not to do that. So our relationship is with running the event, and that's it. Clean and simple. At the end of the day, it's all about creating change, and that's what we're trying to do. And we've already started to see that with the corporate groups and charities we've been working with. And I hope that this will inspire you to come up with your own ideas, or at the very least, book a session. Thank you for your time. All the best.